Folks, hello and welcome to Tavern Chat. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, and this is a bit of a blast from the past. So, yesterday we covered Dave Johnson, because Dave is Dave, not really understanding how stock art works, how I put my copyright on it. It's now mine. No, dude, it doesn't quite work that way. So, um, but somebody was nice enough to one of the taverners was nice enough to PM me on Facebook yesterday, and they reminded me of something that I actually had forgotten. I didn't make the connection at all that this Dave Johnson is the same Dave Johnson who I wrote an article on back in July of 2020 because he basically did a tracing of Lloyd Metcalf artwork, recolored it, and then decided to sell $12 art posters, not print. At least he didn't call them print because that would have been really insulting. But so art theft in the gaming community. Say it isn't so, Johnson Games. And you're going to enjoy the kicker on this one, folks. First, I'm 98%. I'm sure 98% of you are going to be, who the fuck is Johnson Games? I know I did when I was shown the following piece. The link is dead now for good reason. So look at this, right? You're looking at, oh, look at that gaudy piece of artwork with adventure on it. Skull mount. Adventure. Okay. So, the original. Well, there's the original. The original is by Lloyd Metcalf. And at the time, it was brought to my attention that Monsieur Johnson was pulling some pretty blatant shit. Now, Rich LeBlanc actually superimposed the two, and you can see this isn't like an inspired by. The dimensions match up. This is I'm gonna do a tracing, and then I'll embellish a little bit. That's my opinion. Okay, and I am entitled to my opinion based upon the data I see in front of me. So look at that. So what happened with this? Well, what happened with this is I put this post up, and after speaking with Lloyd, Lloyd said he did not authorize the use of his artwork in this fashion. He wasn't credited, but obviously, you could say you can't even say it's inspired by. It's copied from. Okay. So I was like, this is. I said this is not how things should happen. Reminded me a lot of Shipman. Well, Shipman actually out stole artwork for his products, but that's kind of like, what isn't that what Dave is doing now? Oh, I bought the stock art, so I own all rights. It's not how it works, dude. So I said, we're to work my ass, and I said, theft is theft, plain and simple. The Pellegrin thing that wound up being legit. So I had appointments that day, took care of it, come back, and there's an angry Dave Johnson looking to do a Facebook call with me. And I don't believe I've ever gone into the details of this call, but I think it's relevant in the current situation. So, get into the call, and Dave is very upset. He's demanding I remove my post. I go, I'm not removing my post. The post is the post, and he's telling me that it's his original artwork. I believe he said it could possibly have been inspired by Lloyd's, but he did all the work. That's his original work. I was like, okay, well, I mean, I could edit and say that we had a discussion, and then the kicker happened. In the background, a woman who I assume is Dave's wife, or was Dave's wife, starts screaming, and my wife Rach was a witness to this because I had the son on speaker. Start screaming at they're gonna sue my ass for everything I own.
Like a banshee.
Rachel's like this. She was like a banshee. She was like, "Oh, we're gonna sue your ass. We're gonna take everything out. We're gonna sue you."
But you can understand. She wants to protect her husband.
I understand she wants to protect her husband, but you threatened to sue me. Guess what? Conversation's over. Because I've learned that, by the way. You threaten to sue, there's no negotiations. That's not a negotiating tactic, threatening to sue, right? That's the nuclear weapon. Well, if you're gonna use a nuclear weapon, use it. So I said, Dave, our conversation is over. He's like, no, and then he realized any chance to negotiate was gone. And as I was disconnecting the call, I heard him yell at his wife, understandably so. I would have been upset if Rach had done something like that in the background. Sorry, Rach, I love you, but
okay.
So
I've never threatened a lawsuit to anybody.
No
matter how hard they've crossed me.
No, and that's the thing, okay? And I'm smiling at this one because, and Rach is my witness. I've been threatened with lawsuits, a number of times. Okay.
Me too.
You have too?
At work.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll talk about. I've been threatened with lawsuits because
not.
Yeah, because
anything else.
Yeah, I've been threatened by some of the best with lawsuits or legal action, and some of the worst, for bringing out uncomfortable truths. So I know where I stand, and I had this conversation with Frank Metzner years ago at GaryCon, and Frank said to me, this was in regards to Ken Whitman and Ken Whitman's legal threats. And Frank was like, hey, but, my wife is a little concerned that, you might, step into something. You might get sued. And I told her that Eric knows where the line is, and it's a fine line, and he walks right up to it, but he does not cross it. And it's true. I know where that line is. And I certainly didn't cross it on this one because the evidence speaks for itself. I back my stuff up with evidence. So all this does, it shows a pattern of a lack of understanding. Now, in this case, Dave spoke with Lloyd. Dave spoke with me. It's a conversation that I didn't go over at the time, right? I spoke with Lloyd, and then Dave apologized to Lloyd. Now, those apologies are up, I believe, in the 80 and maybe it's the Osra community. I'll put links up to it. I can't read it. I'm blocked by Dave, so I can't read the apology. So, but I'm sure you all can. Maybe you'll be entertained by it. But like I said, Dave's lack of understanding, not just of legal rights or how the law works, but common courtesy. If you're going to be inspired by somebody's work, right? It's even like if you're gonna, hey, listen, you know something? I know I have all rights to use your work in the OGL. I'm inspired by it. I'm gonna write something based upon what you like. I've had this happen. It's like, just letting you know. I'm thrilled that you get inspired by it. And yes, it's written. It's OGL. It's open. That's great. This is an OGL, right? But at least say, hey, listen, I was inspired by your work, and this is what I've done. I hope you're not offended. I hope you're okay with it. Being nice to your community, and that's what it is, right? You're looking to make money off your community at $12 a poster. You should work with the community, and that includes people you're inspired by. nuTSR, Dave Johnson, as one of the more prominent individuals associated with nuTSR these days, doesn't know how to interact with the community. That's an unauthorized use of our copyright, of our IP, of our trademark. Dude, that's not how you... Do you understand how community works? No. Community is not one person. Community is many people together for a common interest. And I don't think that nuTSR quite understands that. I could be wrong.
A common interest can't be just like...
What? Chasing
a dollar.
I was going to say, shake down the community for money?
No, it can't be chasing the dollar.
Chase the dollar. Chase... Wait. Chase the rainbow. Oh, that's the Skittles commercial. Sorry. I'd love to hear your opinions on this. I'm going to include some links to this cast so you can follow up on the original post And I think I can be able to put the apology links in. Again, I can't read them, but I'm interested in seeing your feedback on that stuff. Other than that, we are still in the midst of the world of the pandemic. What does that mean? It means use your common sense. I know. I'm talking about like what nuTSR. So common sense is probably not part of the equation of whatever I've discussed prior. But just think about it. Think about it. Your best tool in the world of COVID is to assess your own risk factors, assess if you have COVID, the risk factor you are to others, and take preventive measures, and common sense. Other than that, oh, almost forgot. Holy crap. Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. That is Wednesday, April 6th, 8 p.m. Eastern. Luke Gygax is our special guest on Talking Crit. Join us. It is going to be a blast. Looking forward to seeing all you hanging out in the live stream. Mike might wind up doing most of the talking for the host because I might be doing the oh my god, I got to manage the chat deal. Who the hell knows? I hope we had that many people in the chat that I have to manage the chat deal. Be safe, be well, God bless, roll those dice, and God willing, tomorrow night, Luke Gygax right here. All right, folks. Laters.